Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Precious Okuchukwu and this is Moment with Precious Okuchukwu. On this channel, we pray and we teach you how to lead a healthy, wealthy and prosperous Christian life.
Finally, the Lord has given us victory. Oh. Finally, the Lord has given us victory. Oh. Finally, He has answered our prayer. Finally, the Lord has given us victory. Finally, we are breaking. Finally.
God bless you. Today, I'm here with a special person again. Her name is Dr. Ruth. And she's here to tell us about herself also, and then we're going to go in for the main business of today. God bless you.
Hi everyone, I'm happy to be here again today. Nice to meet everyone, and I trust we'll have an interesting time together.
Okay, so introduce yourself now. Tell them who you are, your
Okay.
name, and what you do.
My name is Ruth Thompson. I'm a general health practitioner. Some people call us holistic medical practitioner. I'm the owner and the managing director of Gen 129 Natural Solution. It's a holistic health clinic where we treat people without side effects. We have products and we have services. And one of our major assignments is to educate people on how to live healthy. It is for free. That's why I'm here today.
Oh wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
joining us today. We're going to be talking about nutrition. Today's episode is on nutrition and how we can eat balanced diets. It's very, very crucial and very, very important on what goes into our system. Like I always say, what goes into your system determines how healthy you will become. And it's better we start doing it on a regular basis, like on a daily basis, so that by the time we get old, we don't begin to eat medicine as food. God bless you. So what is nutrition?
Nutrition, simply put, is a process of digesting, of absorbing, and elimination. So nutrition is when you get food, you prepare your food. After preparing that food, you eat the food. The food will go through a process called digestion. After that, there is need for the body to now use up what is required. After the body has finished using up what is required, we throw away the waste. So the one that is required, that the body puts into the cells, is called nutrition, because the essence is to nourish the body.
Oh wow, thank you so much. Again, I'm going to ask you, how do we stay nourished?
To stay nourished, I always compare our body to a building. So the way you need blocks and other materials to build a house, that's how we need food to build a house. Unfortunately, we are in an age where people don't care more about the quality of food, but we focus on the quantity. We want food that we can eat now, Indomie in 2 minutes is cooked and all that, on the go food. So for us to be well nourished, you need to eat what they call a balanced diet. A balanced diet is a diet that contains all essential vitamins, minerals, and all the micro and macronutrients that the body requires. So to be well nourished, you need to eat from all the chains of food: carbohydrate, protein, minerals, vitamins, and all the likes put together, and it can be achieved.
Oh wow. Like to lead a healthy life, if you come to her office here, if you're in Lagos, my sisters and my brothers, guys, you will not believe your eyes. All those things that you'll be looking for at the backyard, she has already made it and prepared it, and it's here. You will just come in. Even your water, she has alkaline water. By the time I take that water, each time I take it, I'm always relaxed. More especially for people that are having ulcer symptoms. Like it calms your system, all those burning, all those hot sensations in your body and everything. By the time you take that alkaline water, her own in particular. So but I have taken some other kind of alkaline waters and I didn't get the effect I'm getting from my own. In fact, it's like every week I usually come here to just pick my own water. If you start drinking this water, just to begin with, it's just taking money. If you start taking this water, you would, in fact, you will just know that inside of your body you are being rejuvenated.
Yes, that's true.
all those ulcer symptoms, like my own, everything is calming down. No more omeprazole, no more antacid, no more all of that.
Yeah.
I want to ask, eating protein, carbohydrates, and fats, is that enough for us?
Well, it's not enough, but unfortunately, that's the kind of food majority of people eat.
Okay.
Because we find protein in maybe meat and fish, then we have carbohydrates in rice, rice, that's everybody's favorite.
Rice, everybody's food.
Then we get our fat from vegetable oils, which are not really good for us, but let's not go into that. We also get fat from margarine and the likes. So these are the major. People fry with oil and all that. But what the body needs that we are missing, they are like salt to soup. If you cook soup and you put everything that is required, you use goat head to cook the soup, you put all the dish orishi. If you don't put salt in that soup, it will be tasteless. So that is how it is with us. We are in an age of overfeeding but undernourishing. So we eat a lot, people are big, but the essential nutrient that the body needs to function, the engine, they don't have it. So they are not enough. You need micro and macro. Those are macro, but you need the micro, like the vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin E, selenium, iron, B12. These are micronutrients.
Which one is the one you call phytonutrients? Is there anything like that?
No, phytonutrients are like when you get a plant, a vegetable. Inside that vegetable, there's chlorophyll. Some of them have different components. Let me use that word. Inside that vegetable, those are called phytonutrients.
Okay.
But I mentioned that there are two kind of nutrients. We have the macro,
Okay.
and the micro.
Okay.
The
Macro is MACRO.
Yes,
Okay.
macro.
Okay.
So like carbohydrates, protein, and those. But micro, you don't need them in large proportion, but as small as the requirements that you need, as small as the one that you need, as tiny as it is, if you don't have it, it can cause a major problem in the body. Let's take potassium for example. Potassium is a mineral that needs to balance with sodium to regulate blood pressure. So imagine that somebody is eating a lot of salt, because according to recommendation, you shouldn't take more than a teaspoon of salt a day in everything you are eating. So if you are eating much salt and you are not eating food that contains potassium, the blood pressure will go up. So if the blood pressure goes up, the person will start taking blood pressure medication. So as small as the potassium that you need, as small as the requirements, the deficiency of that potassium can cause a lot of havoc in the body.
Like when I was coming out, I just ate a boiled plantain.
Yes.
Boiled plantain and normal red oil. I hope red oil is okay.
A red oil is okay, though it's saturated fat.
Okay.
But why it's okay? Because as Africans in this part of the world, that is what our forefathers, that's what we grew up to meet.
Okay.
But moderation is key.
Okay.
Because it's a saturated fat. I use red oil because it's high in vitamin A, which is good for the eyes. But don't overcook it. Don't fry it. And don't use it to fry food. Don't bleach it.
Okay, that bleaching is bad.
No, that's not
Okay, what are the dangers of malnutrition?
Malnutrition is as dangerous as toxins, because there are two causes of disease all over. One is toxins, the other one is deficiency. Okay, let's take for example iron. You need iron. Iron helps the body to produce hemoglobin. Hemoglobin helps body to carry oxygen.
Okay.
Hemoglobin is formed from iron. It now carries oxygen all through the whole body system.
Okay.
So if somebody does not have enough iron, it means that the body cannot produce hemoglobin. That means oxygen will not be circulating very well. Poor circulation of oxygen will result to weakness, heart palpitation, dizziness, shortness of breath.
Okay.
To name a few.
Poor circulation, that's what you call it.
Poor circulation of
Will cause
blood
palpitation also.
will cause all these symptoms, and the cause is because the person is deficient in iron. That's what they call anemia.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Because there's something she told me about, and my mom has started doing it. You know, last week we talked about sorghum. She told me about sorghum, and now only person will know anything. Now only person will be fool. Now they go give all this information, and the
Yes.
person will not use it. Information is key.
It's it.
And when you get the information, you put it to use. So my mom has been having this anemia for a long time. In fact, she's been to the hospital, in and out of the hospital, for like 2 different occasions now. She's been rushed to the hospital and all of that. But after the time I interviewed you, I called her and I asked if they have anything like that in the village, and she told me yes, that they even cut some
Wow.
down. I now asked her, is it dry? She said yes. I said they should go and pack all of them and wash all of them very well. Get enough water and make sure they wash thoroughly, and then cook it. Lo and behold, her doctor visited her after 2 days that she started taking the sorghum tea. She said she doesn't, all the medicine they took to her, she said she wants to be, she said it in this way. She said, let me continue to watch myself, because this one that my daughter called me and talked about, this one is working more. I can now come outside without feeling dizzy, without feeling like I want to fall. So I just confirmed that this one works wonders. It works wonders. In fact, she has not taken, they checked her BP. Her BP is always fluctuating, like it goes 160, 170, and it comes just like that. And she's been on BP medication. But I just found out that when doctor went there, they didn't even tell the doctor that her BP medication had finished. So what happened was that while she was taking this tea, she has been on moringa tea before I came to the office. And doctor checked her BP and said her BP is normal. That whatever and whichever tea she's taking, she should just continue. That he's going to visit her next week. So when he comes next week, he will check again to see if the BP went up or not. And what happens is, once the BP begins to go up, she will start having headache. But what happens now is that the doctor calls every day to check on her. Mama, how are you feeling today? She will say the BP, there's no headache, there's no dizziness. Like she wakes up and on a normal day she does her prayer and then she goes to do whatever it is she wants to do since like 5 days now. And it's because of the sorghum tea that she has been drinking. So it's working. And again, to come back to what I wanted to ask is, what sign does our body give us when we are deficient?
There are a lot of signs, and it depends on the kind of nutrient that you are deficient in. Like we just said about iron, dizziness, weakness, you feel fatigue, there's palpitation. Then if you are deficient in vitamin C, you might have sores, in your mouth, and also you easily catch flu. Maybe there is infection around, because one of the functions, vitamin C is an antioxidant. It helps to boost the immune system. So if you are deficient in that, you see the symptom. If you are deficient in zinc as a man, it can cause enlarged prostates.
Okay, wow.
As a man, if you are deficient in zinc, it can cause...
And where can we get which
zinc,
food?
Like pumpkin seed has zinc. Some seafood has zinc. Also, if you are deficient in vitamin D, it can cause cancer.
Okay, she's actually been talking about this vitamin D. I need to get mine before I leave.
Vitamin D3.
She's been talking about vitamin D. It's very important. Vitamin D3, the one I want to get, has a K2.
Yes, that's very good.
Okay. So women, you know, I'm an advocate of women well-being, like holistic well-being of a woman, because I know we go through a lot, and I know after giving birth you lose a lot of iron and all of that, and on top of that we are still doing business, we are still taking care of children, the home, taking care of our husbands and all of that. So it's very, very important that whichever one that is okay for you to supplement with. And this vitamin D, I can see, I've heard it several times. She has been saying it. She's even using it to sing. So we should not overlook that.
Then one of the way of getting vitamin D naturally, because nature has the best without side effects.
Okay.
But because of our world today, we are in a very busy world. That's why we are recommending supplementation. Okay. So if you want to get vitamin D naturally, when you wake up in the morning, before you take your bath, when the sun comes out, just go open your skin to the sun. When the sun hits your skin, it uses the oil on the surface of the skin to produce vitamin D.
Like that 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock sun.
Yes, it uses.
Okay, I hope that one will not burn our skin anyway.
No, early morning sun does not burn. We Africans in this part of the world, though. But for the Western world, it might be a different thing. But for us in Africa, you see women selling things under the sun, and that's,
Okay.
That's,
So you've heard what she said we should do in the morning, like that morning, that sun of 9, 8, 9, 10 does not burn your skin, so you can just deliberately come out and
Yes.
take that sun and then go inside. Another thing I want to ask you is, a processed food like Indomie, spaghetti, all these what's it called, cereal, and the ones that we buy from the
Yes, packaged food,
the one we buy,
shawarma, pizza.
all those things, is it okay for us?
They are not okay because they don't have life in them. They are called dead food. Because you need enzyme to digest your food. So if you are eating food that does not contain enzyme, the food will just be there. It will not move. And because nature does not accommodate anything that is dead, bacteria will now come, because your body cannot break it down. Bacteria will now come to help you break it down. And in that process, they will be increasing in their number. Before you know, infection has come. Before you know, I have malaria. Before you know, I have fever. And that is how, diseases come.
Another thing I would like to ask again is bread
Bread is not okay
for the kids.
for both kids and adults. I have my reasons. You might
Okay.
want to ask me why.
Okay, why?
Because bread is made from a grain called gluten. And the gluten that we have now is not the gluten of when we're talking about the Bible days, when Jesus Christ divided bread and gave to his disciples. We're talking about the gluten that is hybridized. That's why if you want to make bread now, the what do they call it, the dough, you see that it's stretching. It's that glue that is inside. And what happens is that glue glues to the lining of the digestive system. Just the way gum something, and in that process it will be tearing the walls of the digestive system, tearing it, and cause issues. Another thing it does is that you see some men that have big belly. They call it wheat belly. They call it wheat because it's not digesting, so it's fermenting and purifying, and the body is converting it to alcohol, so it's turning to adipose tissues and it's gathering here. After a while, it becomes issue. They say they have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, you have this, but the origin is wrong diet. So bread is not an ideal meal for adults,
both
and
adults
for
and
children.
children.
As much as I know a lot of people will protest, because that is like the regular, that is the easy to go for people.
More
But
especially breakfast.
for those that are concerned about their health and want to eat healthy, bread is a no-no.
Oh, okay. So you guys have heard it, that bread is a no-no for kids and for adults. I want to ask you again, is alcohol okay for us, no matter how little?
No, alcohol is not okay. Alcohol damages
She
the
said
liver.
the Bible says we should take little.
No,
Because I'm reading some people's mind. The Bible says we should take little. Please just listen to her.
it's wine that the Bible says we should take, and wine from the vine, not alcoholic wine, not
Okay.
alcohol.
Okay.
Alcohol damages the liver.
Okay.
It's the liver cannot, it's like it's very, very acidic. The pH is very low, so that affects the liver. So we do not advise as many as want to live healthy to be taking alcohol.
Okay, what kind of food can keep us healthy?
There are a lot of food that can keep us healthy, especially for breakfast. People like, what should I take as breakfast? The mindset of bread and tea for breakfast has eaten into us as Africans, because that is not our origin. Our forefathers were not into that. They go to the tree, they pluck their mango, they pluck pineapple and all that. And I know that both Christians and non-Christians will be watching this video, but I want to address our Christian brothers and even our Muslim brothers, that fruits should be the breakfast that your body should have. Or should I put it this way? Fruit should be your breakfast, because when you sleep, Fruit should be your breakfast, because when you sleep in the night, your body would have gone through a lot of detoxification, cleansing, housekeeping. All the food that you ate, the body is cleaning it. That's why God allowed us to sleep for that long length of time, so that the body can clean. When you wake up, the first thing the body wants is hydration and nourishment. Hydration is drink water. Nourishment means eat things that will give you vitamins, antioxidants, polyphenols and all that. And that is what you get from fruits. So if breakfast is the best meal, as it is said, it is not for us to now put acidic food. Some people wake up, they don't even drink water, and they will just carry tea, put a lot of Milo and milk, and carry bread, and that is no. Your breakfast is hydration. Drink a lot of water.
Milo and milk, is it okay?
No, it's not. If you want, for some people it might be okay. For people that are not health conscious, it might be okay. But if you are listening to me, or you are watching,
anyhow.
For people that will
say, not taking their health,
for people
seriously.
that will say, all die na die. It doesn't matter how, man must die. They can continue. But for people that are already having clinical health issues, you are clinically diagnosed of blood pressure, blood sugar, or you have issue of fibroid, ovarian cyst, you have ulcer, you have migraine, you have colon issue, or if you have, or you are suffering from, you have cancer, you are treating it, you are trying to beat cancer. That's the best word. You are trying to beat cancer. Please, this message is for you. Milk and bread and Milo, take it out of your meal, your diet.
So which other meals in Nigeria can we eat?
There is a lot.
Okay, tell us.
Because I will tell people, when people say there is no food in Nigeria, I will say the money you are using to buy bread, that money you can use it to buy something else. When you wake up in the morning, look for food that are in season, so that it is cheap. People will say fruit is too expensive. Buy our local food. Fruit, buy the one that is in season. After drinking a cup of warm water, eat variety of fruits that you like.
Okay, apart from a cup of warm water, can somebody take like pure water that is not in the fridge?
Yes. No, not
okay.
No, that is, yes, room temperature.
Yes,
you can take room temperature water. After that, if it's amala you want to eat, bring your amala, make it. If there is okra you want to use to eat it, use your okra. If it is a wedu you want to eat.
She's an advocate of okra.
Yes.
And let me talk about okra too.
Yes. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Okra is very good for the digestive system because it's slimy.
Wow.
So once you eat okra with food, it will just slime through it. So it moves food fast.
Okay. Yeah, that's why the children,
they
babies,
like.
They also try. They try to win them with okra.
Yes.
And the wedu.
Yes.
Oh wow.
So I like okra. I like vegetable. Any local food that we made in Africa, we are Africans, that our forefathers ate and they stayed up to 120 years. Water yam, cocoyam, plantain, for those that their blood.
Let's go and be packing our own
beans. Food. There is white beans, there is red beans, there is kidney beans, there is black beans. There is what is it called? A lot.
Do you know, I was just going through YouTube and I saw a woman that beat cancer like 6 years ago. And she made mention of all different kinds of beans that I know we have. Most of all, we don't even eat it.
Yes.
There are even these beans that I know that we cultivate in our place. That is like such beans that they use for salad. But it's different kind of beans.
Yes.
They use it for yam porridge. My mom use it for yam porridge and it's very nutritious.
Yes.
But I have not seen it in Lagos. I've not seen that type of beans. So I just realized that, okay, beans, with beans, one can beat cancer.
Yes.
Because the woman talked about beans, she talked about chia seed, she talked about flax seed, all what she was blending together to take in the morning and all of that.
But the truth is that there are different blood group with different food that suits them.
Okay,
some people don't do well. Some blood group don't do well with beans, or some blood group do well with.
I hope
beans.
my blood group does well with.
Yes, your blood positive does well with beans, but not kidney beans.
Which one is
kidney beans is that type that they add to salad.
Oh, that's what almost killed me 2 days ago. I ate salad. I ate salad though, and I said, I am used to eating salad and it doesn't do anything to me, but it was as if the whole thing I ate was here. It didn't go down. It was water was not pushing it down.
Wow.
Nothing was pushing it down. I didn't sleep. I literally didn't sleep on Sunday.
Was there kidney beans inside?
Yes. So I was not trying to, and because I don't eat all the things now, I got there on time. So I told them, don't fry my chicken, just give me the chicken like that with salad. So me, I was thinking I'm eating healthy. I didn't know that it was beans that was doing me. You see that thing that Bible said that my people
perish for lack of knowledge, and I've seen it over.
Please, let's not throw this knowledge away, because on this note we are wrapping up. So what else do you need to tell us concerning, summarizing the nutrition episode?
Okay, I would like to summarize by telling us in all over the world, but especially Africans, that the rate at which cancer is invading us is alarming, and we cannot keep quiet and say let's not talk about it. In Africa we say God forbid. God will only forbid what you forbid.
Yes.
If you are not forbidding what God forbid, whatever you say you are forbidding will come to pass. That will not be your portion. But
Amen.
You have to eat healthy. Make sure a day does not pass without putting fruits in your mouth and without taking vegetables. Drinking a minimum of 8 glasses of water. Making sure you go to toilet every day, because when you eat that food, you don't have refrigerator inside your body. If you are not moving your bowel, it will be fructifying inside, and that is the beginning of degenerative diseases. I wish everybody good health. Until I come your way next time. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ruth. God bless
You're welcome.
you.
Bless
So
you.
this is where we're wrapping up for today's episode. Please, every information you've gotten here today, try to make sure you put it into practice. Get natural things. Go back to our natural food. Go back to fruits and vegetables. It will help you a lot. Because prevention is better than cure. And this is where we're ending this episode for today. See you in our next video, and stay blessed. Please try to subscribe to our channel. Try to do what? Subscribe, like this video, so that YouTube will push it up to other people that need this information. And also share it. Share it with people that are having degenerative issues, health issues, so that they will know 1 or 2 things that they can do to reverse it. It is reversible. There's no sickness that you cannot reverse. If you are willing to. If you determine and you're willing to do it, you can achieve it. Because with God all things are possible. God bless you. See you in